What's up, Spartans, and welcome to the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Liquid, and joining me today, I have none other than Season 2 Nexus Covenant Prophet, Chris. Chris, how are you today?
I am the sacred one. Hello.
Oh, sacred, sacred indeed.
I touch all the relics and I lose my shit.
You just dude, speaking of relics, and I want to talk about let me touch up on that. So for those who don't know, we reviewed every episode from the Halo series. If you want to check that out, that's in there. You can go watch that, whenever you have some time. There were fun watches, and go check it out. If you have any suggestions as far as maybe something we could have done differently to make it more entertaining, let us know. Season 2 is just around the corner. Am I right? No, it's not.
They do start filming in August.
Oh, okay. Hey, sooner than we thought then, I guess. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. Chris, today we're getting a little serious, all right? We're getting HCS. We're going to talk about some HCS. What is it? Halo Championship Series. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise known as prepubescent MLG is what I would like to call that.
Bro, yeah. Not as cool MLG.
Dude, not even close to being as cool as Major League Gaming. All right.
God, I love it, dude. God, man. Anyway, we're not talking about that either.
We're not talking about that either. I'm sorry. I'm not hitting you guys with this memory lane stuff. You just got a couple old heads who like Halo and just talking about it. That's all it is. But no, HCS. Some would argue it's the driving factor as far as what's keeping Halo Infinite alive for the most part, right? Don't get me wrong, you got your content creators. They're not probably getting as many views as some would think, unless your name is maybe like Formal or somebody. As far as like in the thousands, I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, for streaming on
Twitch?
Twitch?
Streaming. I'm sorry.
Formal. Yeah, no, the other content creators, because it's weird. It's weird. The people that are playing Halo right now, are so starved for content. They're just watching they're trying creators out.
Yeah, thanks, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much. That it's very cool. I like to see it. But it's like unfortunately 343 is not providing, I guess, the content out there where people are just starving for it a little bit here. So like we said, HCS seems to be the driving factor behind Halo Infinite, at least for the most part. I'm sure that'll change when Forge comes out eventually in 2024, and and other things. But as much as I'd like to give 343 a lot of crap, and we do give 343 a lot of crap here, I want to give it some praise. All right, one of the problems, and it sounds a little, it might be spoken with a little bit of salt because they kind of created the problem to begin with, but regardless, I want to give credit when credit is due, just as much as I want to shit on someone when shitting on someone is due as well, which tends to be a lot. But the whole thing is the gun jamming. All right, gun jamming, if I'm not mistaken, I think we made a list, and I had a list of my complaints for season 2, and that was one of the top of the list, was this gun jamming. It caught me off guard. Threw me for a loop. I think it caught everybody off guard, including the pros especially. And one of the main driving factors of the pros not scrimming is gun jamming. I'm sure there's other things as well, but the gun jamming for the most part. Chris, how bad is it? How is it improving? Does it look like it's getting any better? What do you think? What are you feeling out there?
No, it has been 100% at the same time on the pro scene. None of these pros are playing together. We should see, because of the power vacuum with E United and potentially an open slot, you should see scrims, people moving, trying to build teams. One guy leaving one team for another team. People are trying to play with these people, see how teams are meshing. All this should be happening right now. Right now, we're in the off season, and it should be hype as all hell. But we are at a holding position because no one wants to play the game because it's not best case scenario right now.
Yeah, it really, it's more of it's a lot of coin toss, a lot of coin flip there when it comes to the gunfights, which is unfortunate. But hey, we do know there is a patch on its way. Who's in charge? Is it Tashi? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Tashi's in charge of MLG. Is it? Oh man, I forgot his name. It's not Unishek. He's community man. I forgot. Anyway, well, Unishek is the one.
He's the one who posted it. Yeah, he's the mouthpiece. So if we're gonna point our fingers at anybody, it's Unicheck. All right, Unicheck needs to write the checks. Is what he needs to do. So he was vocal. What did he say? What are we seeing here? What are we expecting? Do you know?
Just basically letting you know that this is what I honestly think happened.
Okay.
They're testing it. It was in the final stages. It's like, yo, I think this will fix the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You write a tweet about it, and then he just tweeted, it's like, hey, we're marking down as of next week. Now we know their week reset tends to be on a Tuesday, so that tends to be the sweet spot. Does that mean anything? Not at all.
No.
But if you want to put dollars to donut, what day is it going to be? It's probably going to be Tuesday, latest Friday.
Gotcha.
If I had to put my money down.
Right. And yeah, and I'm just gonna read a little thing here that was posted. Yeah, they did confirm, of course, that a new update is coming soon. It's gonna fix gun jamming bug. It's gonna bring back the multiplayer skill jumps as well. I did want to touch up on that as well, not just the gun jumps, the skill jumps, especially for those pros who just like to show the people what you could what's the possibilities of this game, right? What you can really do with this game. So they're bringing a return. I don't know why they removed it to begin with, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm here to talk about them actually fixing it. All right, so they're bringing that back with the gun jamming. I can't wait. I want it bad, and just see. And another thing, because we talked about the content creators in the beginning. This is one of the reasons why people watch these Lucids and watch these Snake Bites, these Frosties, these everybody. You know what I'm saying? The Renegades. Like, this is why people watch them. Is that way they could, they see the way these players play. They want to mimic what they do. They want to, they want to just feel. I know I do. That's for sure. Like if when I see a pro hit a jump that or get on a little ledge that I've never seen before, dude, you better believe your boy's trying it. At least once,
Oh, 100%. I was watching a stream this morning before we started our Saturday morning streams.
Hey.
It was an Aquarius, and they were doing the slide to grab flag. So you have a boost and you push it, and you land on thruster, and then you could possibly get the second one and keep it going. I saw someone do it. I was like, I don't think I've ever honestly tried doing it. So then I booted up Halo, got a little custom game, was working on the slide. I'm like,
nice.
Man, this could kind of work. I was like, and I'm like, just something that simple made me boot up Halo. And I'm like, I can't be the only one.
No, absolutely not, dude. I think there's no way you're the only one. And yeah, so it's hey, but the whole thing is they're bringing it back. You said a week from today. At the time of this goes up on Monday, so it'd be a week from.
It should be as of earliest. It should be up as of recording on a day of release, Tuesday, and then the latest will be probably Friday. I don't see them open. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm sure they can. They're putting it out Friday, but I have to tell everyone it's a cautionary tale.
Yes.
There was supposed to be a big team battle update at one point. It pushed through, and it did all of jack shit.
Yeah.
So and. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't hold your breath for it.
Right. It's cool that they're being vocal about it. I would love to see it. So this video goes up Monday. So by tomorrow, essentially, which would be Tuesday, hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on some wood. I don't want to knock too hard because, there you knock on some wood. Hey. But hopefully they get it working, and we get the back to where we were at here, back where where the game is still broken, just not as broken, right? I mean,
you see, you see, before the problem wasn't that the game was broken. The problem was that the game was incredibly content light.
Okay, yes.
All right, now it's broken and content.
Yeah, I guess that's true. There it is. That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the additions and stuff they're trying to do and push together, it's still technically content light, because I know as much as they say this is a new model, how they want to showcase Halo, I know I'll circle back to ACS, but they people are still going to compare it to the titles that came before. So when you do it by that benchmark and that comparison, unfortunately, is content light. Even though 343 is trying, I truly do believe at the end of Infinite's lifespan, it will play as one of the best Halo games. I think it could be. I think it very much can be. But the problem is that is years down the road, and no one cares about tomorrow. We're worried about today. And right now, the ACS landscape needs this game to fundamentally play. Any game needs it to fundamentally play, because it doesn't matter. Lucid could do the coolest thing, set up himself in the perfect position and a high pressure situation, set up the shot perfectly, but if he presses his controller and nothing happens, then it doesn't matter.
Like a fart in the wind.
That's not cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
And you don't want another snipe down situation, or he's screaming at the top of his lungs, and it's like he's trying his best to get out of a phase contract to let you know how serious this is.
Right.
Like, you don't want to leave a phase, you want to be in phase.
Well, and
like,
for the record, I'm sure this is not a Tfue phase contract. This is not.
No, it's not.
Just want to throw that out there because you say you don't want to leave phase, and I agree with you. Let's make sure we check mark some of these boxes. I'm just yeah. This is not. I don't know if this is a 90-10 situation, but I don't know.
I was trying to do one of those, bro.
But no, Snipe Down's well known. I mean, I'm sure he's got a pretty decent contract with decent money, especially since he was making a living off of Apex, right? So
yeah.
You figure
he's definitely a good businessman when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
He's the last person who's gonna get taken advantage of in that department.
Right.
So, but you don't want that to happen again, and you don't want it to happen to a formal or a lucid. The two, like I want to say, like formal, lucid, optic, cloud, not like. More Optic than anyone, you don't want Optic to vocalize their frustration.
Yeah, especially with that crowd and the influence that the Green Wall has. So no, I completely agree.
And even I'm gonna say it because we do in Kansas City, the Kansas City Pioneers.
Oh yeah,
like you know when they got to the hometown, they were cheering, having fun.
Oh, the fans were in full force. Yeah.
So you see the. And this is when the game was like, you know what, ACS Kansas City before season 2, you're like, hey guys, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know, look at the hype. We got the crowd. You know, it's just still pulling like overall over 100,000 people watching ACS, and you're like, wow, dude, they're watching ACS, and it's a Satan, dude. I think we're gonna be okay.
Dude, they were even promoting it with the Kansas City Royals. They did a Kansas City Royal mashup for the baseball team, where they had the it was called the boot camp, and yeah, they were able to go in there. Some teams played against each other. Essentially, there was just some kind of like scrimming, warming up for the most part, but it gave you something to be excited for because it was right before the ACS weekend, and yeah, so it was just awesome. I'm loving the push behind it. We don't need any roadblocks in its way. Essentially, is what it is.
No. Especially or we got the last like major before Worlds, and I'm like, you wanna go into that tournament with minimal problems.
Yeah, without
and when and then you don't want, on a grander scale, a little bit outside of HCS, Xbox right now in a video game drought. It would be great if Halo could show something there and show Forge, and then people get excited. Oh wow, we're finally seeing Forge. But you're like, oh yeah, wait, the gun doesn't work in my shooter game.
Yeah,
I don't care about Forge.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh no.
You don't want the comments to take over your presentation.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want that. You want the pros to keep playing the game they like.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is all these pros like playing the game they like, and the faster they fix this shooting, I think everyone can deal with content light, because when you get like royal sweaty, it's about the game that's in front of you. It's the map you're on. Does it get a little repetitive? Yeah, but it kind of goes away when you're in the moment, because every team push, every encounter, every fight is like it's a new problem you're trying to constantly fix.
Right.
And to see it on the highest level, but yet again, gun jamming takes it away. The slides coming back, and I'm telling you, if it's gonna be fixed before Orlando for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's fixed by Tuesday, and then I'm telling you, the announcers are gonna drive it home when they do something. Oh, yeah. When something cool happens.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, because there's even now they try to drive it home. I mean, it's kind of difficult now, but when the people actually know what's going on still, but regardless, yes, I agree with you. Hopefully by the time when this goes up, it'll be ready by the next day. The update will be ready. I'm just hoping it's not too much longer. Chris, any last words? I mean, you said a lot and I loved it, so I really want to close off with as far as what you were saying. Do you have any last words or anything else you want to get out there before we let the kids go?
Fix or unfix, me or Liquid will be streaming here on the microtransaction Monday through Friday. We're trying to exchange every other day. So if you're like, oh man, Chris, he is a loser, I hate that kid, right? Yeah. Well, just wait a day and Liquid will be come on over, and then you get to see his smiling mug.
Yeah.
The superstar, the franchise player over here.
Yeah, the best Halo's best kept secret. All right, bring it up, bring it on, bring it on. But no, and Chris has also been killing it. So yeah, we've been having a blast doing this. I love the fact that we can like kind of co-op on the stream, so it doesn't exhaust either one of us. You know, the only thing is Thursdays we probably wouldn't be. That's the only time I think we wouldn't be live. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll work something around that as well. But that's for the future. But as of now, I'm gonna let you all per usual, and it's unfortunately it's about that time. I'm gonna leave you all with love each other. Take care, but above all else, hey, just be cool. This has been a microtransaction. We'll see you next week.